Welcome back to another episode of the Audiophiles. So I decided to kind of change things up a little bit. See, originally on Tumblr I posted that this episode was going to be about The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and the cultural roots of some of its music. But I actually think it would be better to discuss other topics, for now at least, since this channel is about sound and video games in general and not exclusively music. Don't worry, the Wind Waker episode is next. I already have it written out and mostly recorded, so getting it out shouldn't take that long. I just want some variety on this channel. So for now, let's talk about Mass Effect. This is one of the most important series of games ever made, and in my personal opinion, it's the greatest space opera ever written. Sure, you can complain about the ending, but guys, it's about the journey, not the destination. And I kinda liked the ending. What? I was satisfied! I thoroughly enjoyed the ending! Oh God, don't Oh God, was that a knife? Some of the many components of this series that make it so special are the numerous characters that inhabit the galaxy. Even the characters we see for less than a minute, hell, even the characters in the background, they all have so much personality and make you want to know more about them. I would read a whole book about Ereba and Char from the Blue Rose of Ilium side quest. I want to play a whole game as Cal Rieger or Captain Kirahe. Give me a whole series about the Patriarch. Of course, with every great character, there's a great voice actor behind the microphone giving them life. And that's who I'm talking about today. Now, I'm not going to talk about every voice actor today, but I do plan on revisiting this topic a few more times over the course of this series. So for those of you who love Mass Effect and the Mass Effect voice cast, stay tuned. For now, let's talk about Commander Shepard, the protagonist of the series. At the beginning of whatever game in the series the player starts with, you get to customize your character, starting with the sex. So naturally, the Shep gets two voice actors, Man Shep.
I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions.
And Fem Shep.
I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions.
For Man Shep, we have Mark Meer, a writer and improv artist from Canada. Meer is one of BioWare's go-to actors for a lot of minor roles. You can hear him in Baldur's Gate 2 as Cyric, Jade Empire as Zhang in The Watcher, and several characters in the Dragon Age series. Heck, he was even the voice of Carth Onasi in the demo for Knights of the Old Republic. Though in the final game, Carth would be voiced by Raphael Sparge, who later went on to voice Cade Nalenko. Here's a little sample of Marcus Athras in Dragon Age Origins. I think you'll recognize his voice instantly.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
And to show off his range a little bit, here he is as Zhang in Jade Empire.
Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her.
While his list of roles outside of the Mass Effect series isn't too extensive, he's actually got a pretty decent list of characters that he plays across the entire Mass Effect universe. Like, did you know that Mark Meer was the voice of all the Vorcha and all the Hanar?
Go away. Talk too much. Gavor's thugs get no more. We leave.
This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the galaxy.
And he also played a character that I'm sure that you Mass Effect fans know all too well. Niftu Kal. What, the name doesn't ring a bell? Oh, sorry, I think you know him a little bit more by his title than his name.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
Oh, I love that little guy. He also plays a few other minor characters throughout the entire franchise. Needless to say, there's quite a bit of Mark Meer talking to Mark Meer in these games. For Fem Shep, we have Jennifer Hale, another Canadian-born voice actor. While her list of characters in the Mass Effect franchise doesn't extend far beyond Commander Shepard herself, playing a Destiny Ascension pilot, May O'Connell, and a few additional background characters in Mass Effect 1, her voiceover resume is massive and spans across many forms of media. In fact, in 2013, she was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most prolific female video game voice actor. Can I just say, damn. Here's just a few of her roles that you might recognize. Ivy and Carmen Sandiego, Black Cat in the 90s Spider-Man series, Naomi Hunter and Emma Emmerich in the Metal Gear series, Krem in Dragon Age Inquisition, Miss Keen, Sedusa and Princess Morbucks in Powerpuff Girls, Billy's mom in Billy and Mandy, Bastila Shan in Knights of the Old Republic, Sam in Totally Spies, Number 86 in Codename Kids Next Door, Phoenix in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Cat Nape in Shaolin Showdown, Zatanna and Giganta in Justice League Unlimited, and again as Zatanna in Batman the Brave and the Bold, Avatar Kyoshi, and of course, Samus Aran. Movie magic, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't actually do that all in one breath. I did it in multiple. And that's not even half of her resume. Just look her up on IMDb and go through her list of roles. You will be stunned. Here's some samples of Jennifer in action. Let's start with Powerpuff Girls.
If Billy and Sally each had an apple, then that's 2 apples. But if Billy threw his apple to Sally at a trajectory of 1.8 meters per second, assuming an Einsteinian universe, the distance...
And here she is as number 86.
Of all the stupid things in the stupid world of stupid people acting stupid, you boys are the stupidliest! It's like you're trying to win a stupid contest, but you're too stupid to take the stupidity test!
And let's finish off with Avatar Kyoshi.
Personally, I don't really see the difference. But I assure you, I would have done whatever it took to stop Chin. I offer you this wisdom, Aang. Only justice will bring peace.
Both of these actors have an incredible range, and they each bring their own experience to the table when playing the role of Commander Shepard. They both play the same character, but they each make it their own. And that's part of what gives Mass Effect some of its replayability. You want to go back through and see the different choices that you can make, and how each version of Shepard is different, no matter how small some of the differences might be. Personally, I love going back and forth between the two, and I love each actor's performance for different reasons. The role of Commander Shepard is truly a legendary role, and Mark Meer and Jennifer Hale are both part of what makes this franchise so entertaining. Now, if you excuse me,
I should go.
Thanks for watching. So I'm sorry that this episode took so long to get out to you guys. I'm just gonna tell you right now, my life has been pretty crazy for the last few weeks. And while some of it's been exciting and hasn't taken up a lot of time, let's just say the rest of it's been kind of annoying. On the exciting side of things, I just graduated college and I finally get to announce to you guys that I'm in the English dub of Kill La Kill. Even more exciting than that is that it's gonna be on Toonami. I play some of Raggio's men in episode 13, and a bunch of unnamed students in episode 14. Let's just say, if you see a group of students shouting and attacking, chances are I'm at least 2 people in that group. The series begins airing February 7th at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Pacific Standard Time, so be on the lookout for that. So in the meantime, starting this episode, I'm going to start leaving links for you to check out fan songs that have to do with the topic of that particular episode. For today's fan remix, we have Vermeer Shakedown by Big Giant Circles from their album Max Effect. It's a rockin' remix of Vermeer Ride from Mass Effect 1, and I just love it. Check out the song and then check out the rest of the album while you're at it. It's pretty sweet. While you do that, be sure to leave your suggestions for future episodes. And if you have a game series that you want to know more about when it comes to the voice actors, leave suggestions for that as well. In the next episode, we're discussing The Wind Waker and the cultural roots of a couple of its most recognizable music pieces. See you then.